Alright guys, so we're back with another video. I am a little bit late on this, but there's so much to cover here, so I need to just start really. Like, I don't even have time for an intro, because otherwise this video will be like 40 minutes just talking about stuff. But we're going to be talking about all the things that are going to be coming out tonight, basically. We'll have a bunch of stuff coming out at 12 my time tonight, so in 7 hours from this video being made. And then some other stuff in 9 hours, which is 2 hours after the release date. So, as we can see here, so the cards we're getting tonight, we're getting these two absolute behemoths, and then these two free-to-play units. Just going over them really quickly, they're both very, very dumb. They definitely did both of them justice. The biggest thing about these units is they basically made both of their revives pretty easy to get. Like Vegeta only needs to get hit 5 times, and then after that, he basically has his revive up the entire time, and then UI Goku just gets his revive if you're below 77% HP. So, now I will say on like the optimal superhero team right now, I don't know how hard these new bosses that we're getting tonight are going to be like. I assume they're going to be very, very hard. But, like, it's going to be hard getting these guys' revives off. But, again, just having a revive on, like, the best team in the game now is pretty dumb. Like, I guess you could say the only thing that's, like, the superhero team is missing is, a domain, I guess? Like, that's the only thing I can think of. So, like, if one of these new fights, like, you really need to pop a domain to get rid of a territory skill, that might prove troublesome, but we'll have to see. I'm sorry. Ugh, I didn't really get much sleep last night, so I'm a little sleepy, but, I want to go over the free-to-play cards real quick, because, so, I guess, just to make it quick, this Frieza sucks. He's, like, it's kind of sad, honestly, how bad he is, because, like, they didn't give him much stat. Like, he only gets 50% up here. He only has 100% up here. He has to build up with doing attacks, which, like, it's fine. I don't know, because, like, he gets, at least it's just attacks. It's not super attacks. And, you know, he does have an additional, so he'll build up, but it's like, you're gonna build this guy full dodge. So most of the time, you're just gonna get the initial super, then you're gonna get this, and that's it. And then you're gonna float him off, and he's not gonna come back for another 3 turns. But, like, yeah, his support is not that big. Like, Q2 defense 30%, like, yeah, that's nice, but it's not really that big. And then, he gets this extra, like, this might, I guess, be somewhat okay for some people. He gets extra stats, and he can see enemy super attacks if you're up against pure Saiyans or movie heroes, which, to be fair, basically all these new difficult fights fulfill these categories, because the fights against Broly, that's pure Saiyans, and then basically every other fight is against movie heroes. Yeah, and then like there's the UI Goku, UI Vegeta, that's pure. So like this Frieza, I guess, in basically every single one of those hard fights, you can get his scouter up. So you could find some usage there, but I don't know. Kind of just wish they made him a little better. Like, I feel like they gave him the scouter and they were like, okay, we don't need to give him any more because he'll be too good or something. So I feel like the one thing that would have made this guy really good is make it also when he's against pure Saiyan and movie heroes, give him 70% chance to dodge. Boom. Like, keep everything the same, just give him 70% chance to dodge against movie heroes or pure Saiyans. So, but, yep, that's the Frieza. Now, Pajamas Beerus is actually pretty interesting in my opinion. So he obviously starts off with not being able to attack. He has 200% defense now. He has 50% damage reduction, and then he loses 10% for each turn. He gives all allies attack 40%, and then and then he gives an extra 10% attack against all allies at the start of each turn. He Rainbow Orb changes, but he only does physical to Rainbow, and then he gets 50% defense per orb. So 50% defense per orb, let's just say, you know, I would say typical, like, especially since he is kind of Rainbow Orb changing, you can probably give this guy at least 5 orbs. So that means you're going to give him at least another 250% defense. So he'll have 450% defense with 50% damage reduction. Like, he could be a pretty nice defensive unit, honestly. And then he obviously awakens from turn 5. Sorry if you can hear the background noises. He awakens from turn 5. Now, when he awakens, he's, I would say, still pretty good. He seals on his 12 key. I don't think that'll be that useful. But then up here, he does stack oh no, he doesn't stack defense. Okay, yeah, I think when I read the details yesterday, they weren't fully translated. But he gets defense up here on 18 key. He gets attacking defense 200%. He gets additional 3 key and 50% damage reduction for the very first turn. Keep in mind also, the very first turn he awakens, he has a target skill, so all the attacks are basically focused on him. Additional key and attack with each attack received. You'll probably be able to build this up immediately, because if you're in any of these tough fights on turn 5, they're doing a lot of attacks, and considering he has a target skill, like, he's gonna eat all those. Additional attack and defense 100% with 3 or more key spheres. This should be kind of like fairly easy to get. And then this is probably like the best, like this is the most important part of his passive, is he gets another 30% damage reduction with 5 or more key spheres. And then he gets a high chance pumpkin. So I think the way you want to use this guy is on the turn he awakens, you want to float him off. Because if you float him off and you give him all these orbs, he'll have 80% damage reduction with a bunch of stats. So he should be fairly untouchable. But it's like after that, he's not going to be good. So you don't want to keep him on rotation, I don't think, after that. At least I don't think personally. So yeah, so I would say, like, you know, you awaken with him, you float him off, and then hopefully before you get him back, you're done with the fight. But because I mean, I guess like his stats could still be fine if he gets the super first, but I don't know. I would just say like his very first turn awakening will be pretty good. So at least he's a little more usable than the Frieza, in my opinion, in these fights. His stats are pretty good. I guess I did not pull it up. I guess we can just skip to it real quick. Keep in mind also, this Beerus and Frieza have, they're getting new stages added to their story events, which give them these unique equips. So you can give him, like, I would say this Frieza, you're mainly going to want to give him defense equips. So, because defense with damage reduction units, like, eats really hard, so you want to give this 900 defense, give it to him, and then, like, yeah, like, all this kind of fodder. And I guess, like, what you want to give him is either this defense and additional, or, like, this defense and dodge as well. Just because, like, again, the way I see this Frieza, not Frieza, this Beerus is, just a defensive unit. I don't know what his damage numbers will be. I guess we'll see. But I don't see him as being able to do that much damage, so I think I would probably give him this. I might change my mind, I guess, depending on how he works. And then same thing for the gold ones. You just want to give him like one of these defense equips, either the dodge or the additional. There's also one with crit, so you could give him the crit one as well. Like, I feel like you can make any of these choices. It's just you really want to make sure that you give him like defense, because if you give him defense here, that's 900. Defense here at 600, you're at 1500 defense, extra to his stats, and then you can give him another 900. So, 1500, so that's 2400. So you would jump up his defense to 1490? Yeah, that's a pretty sizable jump in his defense with those equips. And again, with him having this damage reduction, that will make him pretty good. So, and then the same thing goes for the Frieza. Same type of equips. Oh, actually, the Frieza doesn't go up to 900. That's interesting. But I think with this Frieza, instead of, because like I think his defense is unsufferable. Like even if you give him all defense, it's not gonna help him at all. So with this Frieza, you want to go full dodge, like full dodge hidden potential, and then you give him this level 3 dodge. And then you give him this. I assume you could just give him... Are these level 4? Yeah, no, I'd rather just give him this level 5 dodge instead of giving him, like, the dodge and defense. And then, I guess for the gold... Yeah, for the gold, you'll just have to give him the... Yeah, level 6 dodge. Yeah, because with him being int, you'll be able to give him, I think, 20 dodge just from the hidden potential. Then you'll be able to give him 6 here. 6, 5, that's 11. You're at 31 dodge, and then level 3 dodge. So yeah, you'll be able to give him 34 dodge, which I think that's what this Frieza needs to actually be viable and not get you killed in these events. So let's go ahead and close these out. The next thing we can look at is close this out. So we also are getting all 50 tickets tonight, as we can see right here. If we go to part 3 missions, so these are the last remaining tickets. Funny enough, this they don't require you to EZA the free-to-play units to get the last bit of these tickets, because every year in part 3, the last bit of these tickets are usually tied to fully EZAing the free-to-play units. But this year, it seems like you just have to clear like the new stage that because they're adding those new stages with the equipment, right? So it seems like you just have to clear those stages, each of them 3 times, and then boom, you have all the tickets. So it's like this year you only have to basically get the units, awaken Beerus to LR, awaken Frieza to a TUR, and then you have to rainbow them. That's it. But you don't have to EZA them. And I guess also get them SA10, but you know, in order to rainbow them, you have to get them SA10. But so yeah, they removed the need to EZA them. So if you don't feel like doing the EZA areas, you don't have to anymore. You just have to do the new stages 3 times, which I feel like that's nice, because even though I never understood why a lot of people complained about EZAing free-to-play units, at least it's gone now, so people really don't have any excuses to getting these tickets. Looking at the missions, we are getting like an abnormal amount of missions tonight. So these are all the part 3 missions. Fairly simple stuff, just clearing stages with categories, super bosses, movie heroes. Doing EZAs, you'll be able to do that from either the UI Goku or Evo Vegeta or the free-to-play units. And then you get a bunch of stones for clearing the part 3 missions, and then you get a sticker and some of these thingies for clearing all the 9th anniversary. These are the part 3 ticket missions, we just looked at them. These are just some missions for getting like just 1 stone for clearing the new difficult event stages, which we're about to look at. These are just some Zenny missions for EZAs, those are always nice. What are these? So this is the water bottle like pan event from Superhero. I think they said they're adding equipment to the shop, so you'll have a reason to go back in, farm up those bottles again to buy that, buy out those equipment. And then this is just some missions for clearing the new stage on the Beerus and Frieza event. Now here we get to the difficult fights. So actually, the Cell Max event, the old Cell Max event, is getting a new stage added to it. There's a mission for just clearing it once. You get 9 stones per mission here. So just from these 4 missions right here, you're getting math is hard. 26 stones? 9, 18, no. 9, 18, 27, 36, my bad. So 36 stones just from here alone. Clear it once, clear it with a full super team. That should be easy if you have any of the new units. And then clear with a full extreme team. I want to say this should be easy if you have Broly's team. But again, I have no clue how hard this fight is. We all know how hard Cell Max was when he first came out. He was like the first boss to ever hit for like an abnormal amount. I think he was like hitting for 1.8 when he first came out. So I don't know. This might be the first boss that hits for like 4 mil for all we know. And then the last stage is clearing it within 6 turns. The one thing I'm interested to see is for the first stage of this fight, a lot of the superhero units, like the old Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, the Gammas have like extra boost against the stage. So I wonder if this stage 2 is also going to have that, if you're going to get like extra stats against that or not. I assume not, just so they can keep it hard, but who knows? I guess we'll see. Okay. Oh my god, there's so much more to talk about. So they're updating the anniversary battle event. So we're getting a stage for fighting Super Saiyan Broly and Beast. These stages, they're a little hard, but I'm not expecting them to be that hard. Again, getting 9 stones here and here, so just 18 stones. So you just have to clear it. Clear ones by fighting Broly, clear ones by fighting Beast Gohan, and then need to clear one of them with a team of 5 typings, and you clear one of them within 6 turns. And that's how you get the equipment. And here are the equips for both Broly and Beast Gohan. They have basically the same equips. I honestly don't even know if I like these equips for these units. Like, I think this equip right here, the gold one for Broly, is pretty nice. And maybe even this one, just because you want to give him full crit. Actually, no, I don't like this one. I mainly just like the silver one, because you get 6 crit from it in defense. But it's like, I have an attack equip on my Broly, because I feel like his defense after he supers is fine. Like, I think it's not wrong for you to put these equips. I just personally feel like it's not the most optimal, but I'm not gonna hate on people that like run their Broly with that. And then I'm sorry, but like I don't think any, like, other than this gold one, these first 2 are just no. Like, Beast Gohan does not need this defense. He, like, honestly, level 7 attack is probably still the best option for bronze. And then he does not need this crit or this defense, so you can definitely just put something else for the silver, like put an additional or an attack, or even like the super attack effect one is better here. But I will say this this gold is pretty good. I will say there is a gold equip that is like 5 additional plus 900 attack. I think that is probably still the best one for Beast Gohan though. So again, it is what it is. If you like, these are still nice to have for players that again just started playing. They don't have any of these equips that we all have, especially now the chain battle's gone. So if you don't have any other equips, for sure just slap these on, because like it's better to have some equips than nothing. So go ahead and close this out, and then go back to the missions. So yep, that's that for the anniversary battle event. And then for the Supreme Battle Spectacle Blue Zone fight, whatever you want to call it, we're getting 2 new stages, one against Gogeta and one against Beast Gohan. So you're getting 5 stones here for your just clearing each one of them once. You're going to get this support memory for clearing all the stages, which I have it pulled up right here. I am really mad that this is not a KO screen for Gamma 1 and 2 LR, but I guess it's fine, at least we have it in the game. This buffs the superhero category. You know, it's like not like they need it, but it is what it is. So that buffs the superhero category, and then there's also a bunch of missions here with which some of these are a little spicy, I think, to say the least. So for the Gogeta stage, it has a mission for clearing it with 6 super bosses and then 6 power of revival. I don't think these are going to be hard. Again, I don't want to say that for sure, because I don't know how hard these fights are going to be. But I don't know, because like power revival, I think Vegeta, the new Evo Vegeta, leads that, and he is absolutely insane. So like having 2 of him is not a problem. And obviously you can probably build like other variations of the team without having to run him as a leader. Super bosses, I guess, actually, like, now thinking about it, having to run strictly super bosses might be a little hard. But I will say that's where that Pajama Beerus might come in handy, is for this mission, because he is actually pretty good, and he is on that team, so keep that in mind. Now, this is the stage that I'm honestly scared about, is 6 Hybrid Saiyans. This is easy. Again, Beast Gohan just carries you through it. But this. 6 artificial life form. This is the final fight of this blue zone. I am expecting this fight to be the hardest fight in the game. And they want you to use artificial life form. Now, if we just go take a quick look, I guess I should have pulled this up beforehand. Artificial life form. So, I mean, I guess you do have the new gammas on here, but like, there's really not options here. Like, it's just the gammas. Yeah, because like you could run like, let me think, like gamma, like run these guys, but then you have to run superhero, which there's not enough superhero units because you know you have gamma 1, gamma 2, that's 3, so you need 3 more. And there's no other superhero units that are artificial life form. I don't think. Like, I think like some of the boos maybe. There's like, is Skinny Boo on here? No, he's not. Yeah, so you can't even do that. And like the leaders for this team. Like who are you running as like Gamma 1, I guess? Like yeah, Gamma 1 is probably your best leader here. Like he does give, he's definitely the best leader because these guys give 150, 130, and then this guy gives 170. So, but it's like still, like you're gonna run Gamma 1, run the LR if you have them. That is like if people don't have this LR, I don't know how possible this mission is going to be. Like run him, them. You'll have like again, I don't know how hard this fight's gonna be, but like Gamma 2 is almost a must on here. And then like I guess you can run this guy just to have a revive up your sleeve, and then yeah, it's just like this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. Like I guess this guy could be pretty good. I don't know. I'll probably make a video on that mission specifically because I feel like a lot of people are gonna have trouble with it. So, but again, I have a feeling that you're really not gonna be able to beat it unless you have these two. And then last mission is a full extreme team. This should be pretty easy. You can just probably use Broly or some other variation of Broly's team. And then the last mission, and again, this is why I'm kind of scared, is there's a mission for clearing it under or within 12 turns. Which makes me think this fight is going to be very, very long. So, yeah. And then you get another 5. So, one thing though, is if you clear all these missions, like 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45 stones just from this alone. Just clearing all these missions. Like, I think like if we're counting everything, like 45 here, like you know, here let me just pull up my phone real quick, just because I'm not gonna try to do this math on live, like recording a video. So like 45, 18 plus 36, let's plus 4 stones there. Like let's just say like 5. So 5, 7 stones plus 11, and then like 5 stones there. I think that's pretty much it. Keep in mind, I'm not even counting like the 1 stone you get from clearing these stages for the first time, because that is a new thing. And then we also have this. They're adding a new stage to the old movie Red Zone. I could pull it up real quick. Let me see, just to show you guys. So we don't know what the stage is exactly, but I will tell you it is called Movie Red Zone Rush, I think. Yeah, Boss Rush the movie. So if they're being basic about it, it might just literally be like from stage 1 through stage 7, like exact same stats, exact same everything, which if that is going to be the case, this is going to be easy, which is why I don't think it's going to be the case. I think it will be like stage 1 through stage 7, but they will have the stats bumped up. So by the time we get to Broly, he's going to be very, very powerful. And then the other thing I'm wondering about is if these are going to be like one after another, or if this is going to be like Boss Rush where it's like different platforms and you have to go through each one individually. I really hope it's one after another, just so that way it's like this will be like a 30 something turn fight or something, which will be pretty fun to experience. But yeah, the missions is just clearing stage 1s, clearing it with 6 movie heroes is pretty easy, and then 4 movie bosses, and then just clearing all the missions. And we also they're easying this support memory for some reason if you clear all these missions, which will give movie heroes Q1 attacking defense 20%, and then Key 2 for allies whose name include Goku. Like, yeah, this support memory did not need this, but it is what it is. So yeah, so just counting all those like stones, like there's another 20 stones right here, and then I think these are for easing. Yeah, these are for easing the free-to-play units. So 6 stones there, and then another 4 stones, so just 10 stones, plus counting the 60 stones you're gonna get from the 2 Evo Vegeta and UI Goku EZAs. If I did my math right, just from all those missions, we're at 204 stones, just from doing all the content that's coming out tonight and clearing all the missions. So there you guys go. That's pretty much everything that's coming out tonight. My mouth is incredibly dry. Like, there's so much content coming out tonight. And just to end this video off, one last thing. So there is Limit Break Survivor will start playing tonight on like the main menu, and it's playing from today until the 28th, but it's also scheduled from the 28th to March 5th. We're gonna get Ultimate Battle playing, and on top of that, there's also an EZA ID that's missing. Like, there is one that's missing between these 2 and then these guys. And the last thing is also there are some missions for a special title that we don't have yet. So I'm expecting either quote-unquote an EX part or just kind of like a mini part 4 next week, where we're gonna get like an EZA, which I assume it's going to be like Zaid here says it's gonna be EZA LR Jiren, which I think I do agree with, and like this fits perfectly, like them easing LR Jiren and then it goes into like a Dokkan Fest Topo. That way, like, the Universe 11 team will actually probably become competent. And then for this celebration, if it is Dokkan Fest Topo, they can also EZA the Int Topo in Pride Troopers unit. So yeah, there's definitely more stuff coming next week as well. This is not all the content that we're getting for the anniversary, but this is like the final major batch of content. Like, next week will not definitely be like as much stuff as we got this week, but this is probably like the biggest amount of content we've ever gotten with a part 3 of all things. Like, I feel like part 3 is usually like not that much, but like, I don't know, there's just a lot of stones coming tonight, a lot of fun coming tonight, a lot of difficult fights. And again, the reason why I'm expecting these difficult fights to be crazy is because these guys are crazy, so they're gonna push out some stages that probably test these 2 to their limits. So let me know what you guys think. Sorry if this video was very long. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, I really appreciate you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see y'all. I will not be able to make videos right as they drop, but I'll make videos as soon as possible on these units and these new stages. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace!